I have now seen Godzilla, King of the Monsters 3 times in the theaters, and the critics were just completely wrong. I know I'm kind of late to saying this since it's now on its third weekend, but I wanted to see it 3 times to make sure I really knew how I felt about it. Yeah, I adore the film. I really just love it. Now, a lot of people do not like this movie, mainly the critics, but there is also some audience members that don't like it, and just plain old reviewers, and I've noticed an issue with all of them. They all look at the film like a normal film. They don't look at it as a Godzilla or a kaiju film. They look at it as a normal film, when a kaiju film is nothing like a normal film. And some of them have mentioned how this film should get me interested in it, but you are still looking at the film in the wrong lenses. The film is just great in my opinion. To get off what I don't like is, yeah, the human stuff is passable. It isn't good, but also isn't bad. There are some really over-dramatic moments, and those were a bit annoying. And the inconsistencies of the actual monsters, because it's like, Rodan, when he first arrived, he flew over the city of Mexico, and the buildings and roads just were fucking just blasted. But when Godzilla is dropped by King Ghidorah in the final battle, when King Ghidorah is like above the clouds, the entire world should have just exploded right then. Because Godzilla weighs like, I think, over 100,000 tons. Those are my only 2 complaints. Everything else I kind of love about this movie. The human characters aren't terrible, honestly. I actually like some of them. Mainly Millie Bobby Brown and the father. Some of the lines were cheesy, but that's a Godzilla film. But I did like some of them, like, no, this time we joined the fight. I like the, let's bring him in for a beer line. That was kind of funny. But the best human character is Ken Watanabe as Dr. Serizawa. When Dr. Serizawa agrees to sacrifice himself, just the silence and the actors in that scene, you see their expressions and you actually feel the weight. And as it got closer and closer, it brought the bomb thing up to Godzilla, and he said goodbye. That almost got me. I don't know why, it almost got me. That was powerful. Like, actually. Because I completely forgot that in the 1954 film, there was a character named Dr. Serizawa, and it felt like it came full circle since it's been 65 years since the first Godzilla film, and it was wonderful. Then there's just the kaiju action, which is awesome. It's just bloody amazing. It doesn't let up at all. Things you never saw would happen. And they actually kept Ghidorah's actual origin. I was afraid they were going to change it, but they actually kept it. Mothra was just an absolute queen in the movie. Godzilla is just whew. He just kept on going. Like, he pretty much died 2 times, but he kept on going. And then Ghidorah is just, every time Godzilla would get the upper hand, Ghidorah would just get even more powerful, and it was awesome. Because it really felt like they were rivals, and their fight was legendary. Every fight in this movie is just groundbreaking, in my opinion. Some people actually said this movie's boring, even the fight scenes, and I'm just like, are you insane? I legit think they're insane. And then there's also the score, which is godly. Oh, Rodan's theme, the Godzilla song they play for the credits, they have the original Godzilla theme. They have the Mothra song. They have everything. My personal favorite is, I think it's Goodbye, Old Friend. And if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what that is. So, sadly, King of the Monsters is failing in the box office. In the States. Because overseas, it's helped make the film over 300 million. And it's gonna cross 2014 film. Because, don't forget, it's only done its 2nd weekend, and it's going into its 3rd. I think it's going to do just fine. But it is kind of saddening, because this really should be just a $1 billion film. Now, Godzilla vs. Kong has been pushed to sometime later next year to apparently make the film an A+ film, but it's really just to find a better time slot. And I hope so. Because honestly, Godzilla vs. Kong needs to make a lot of money because I want this franchise to continue. I want to see Mechagodzilla. I want to see Mechaghidorah. I want to see Gamera. I want to see a Final Wars. Or just destroy all monsters. One of those two. That would be amazing. I really hope when Godzilla vs. Kong comes out, everyone will see it. Because audiences really like King of the Monsters. So if you're watching this, haven't seen King of the Monsters, and you don't know if you want to go see it, go watch it, please. You'll at least like it. And if you have seen King of the Monsters, or you haven't, make sure to go see Godzilla vs. Kong coming next year, because it's going to need all the help it can get. I was Blank Fernandez, other known as Blank, you can call me TK. Long live the king.